Hey, hey! Recording a special little video for y'all. Driving up in Elijay right now, actually. Give you a sneak peek of what it'll look like. It's going to be more pretty in September, I think. I think the fall's going to kick in and we'll see a lot of more color. Yep, I-75. Lower that just a little bit. I-75 goes straight through Elijay, so you got these double highways here. Start over. All right, and we're good. Oh, good. This fella's coming in behind me. We're actually turning. Yeah, man. Yeah, Elijay's got a lot of amenities up here that Broken Bow kind of doesn't. You know, we got Kroger's, Ingles, all the different fast food places. There's some pretty interesting looking restaurants that we might want to check out. I'm not sure. Where the hell is that phone? Slid back. The whole Chevrolet. I love this region in my state so much. Appalachia. It's just pretty. I can't wait to see what it's going to look like in the fall. And even up here, you get some natural elevation. It's still hot and humid as hell in the summertime. I bake when I'm out here unloading the truck. I don't know. Might not be as bad as 100-degree dry heat, but it still gets pretty damn warm up here. I think it got up to like 98 the other day. 95 at least. Seen a bunch of does out on the side of the road as well. Honestly, if I were to buy a house, if I ever get enough money to buy a house, I'll probably look at buying property up here. I love it that much. I guess I'll upload this to YouTube since I'm already running pretty long. Yeah, definitely YouTube. I don't know. I just felt like, hey, maybe I'll show off the drive to the next stop. I'm not sure if Bill Holt is in Elijay or if it's in Blue Ridge. got the invoice right here. Okay. So yeah, I'm driving through Elijay right now, but I'll be entering Blue Ridge just to give you a picture of like how close the two actually are. To the left is historic downtown, or the turn into it at least. Yeah. Not a whole lot to see. I could spend my whole life up here. I'd be quite content and happy. I'd have to get a job up here. I don't want to drive an hour and a half down to Ackworth every day to go to work, then an hour and a half back. That would suck. I like my job okay, I just need to be paid more. The only real drawback of this job, in my opinion, is the governed trucks. My truck is governed right at 65, which really means that I drive at 64 miles an hour at top speed typically. I go a little faster downhill, but not by much. Really only consistently stay at 65 going downhill. And then you got fellas like this that, for no reason in particular, they just slow down. The speed limit's still 65, but for some reason we're just driving 50. I don't really know why. Whatever, it's more hours on my clock. Come on. fact you're going to 50 miles an hour for no reason at all. Yeah, this is my job, basically. Vast majority of my work is driving on the interstate or on highways, eating up the scenery. Still technically in Elijay, that we're getting closer and closer to Blue Ridge. Yep. Let's see. Blue Ridge, 8 miles. Blairsville in 28. Definitely one of my favorite Theocracy songs, this one is. It's about Jesus' trial after being apprehended after the Last Supper. And the decisions that everyone has to make, not just the Jewish tribunal that convicted him wrongfully, but it really is the decision that you have to make at some point in your life, whether it's knowing or unknowing, whether or not what you believe on who Jesus was. Was he a liar? Was he a fool? Or was he the Messiah? Is he the Messiah, I should say. I know my answer. I feel really bad for a lot of folks out here, especially in today's day and age, that even though they don't really know it, they've made the decision for themselves by buying into all the crap that's out there. A lot of folks are saying that we're living in the end times, or they're fast approaching. I'm not exactly convinced myself. Personally, people, Revelations talks about signs of portents and, how you can recognize what's going on. There's a lot of prophecy to it, but ultimately the final answer on that is written in plain English or plain Greek. Christ will come as a thief in the night. We have no idea when he's coming. It could be in 5 minutes, it could be in 30 seconds, it could be in 100 years. What's important is that even though things look bad, especially with society and how things have changed and the wickedness that's just open and on display, now is the best time of any to be a Christian. Billy Graham did great things during the Crusades in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. And that must have been what a time to be alive, to be able to be witness to that. But the change, the cultural shifts that have happened since then have really opened the door to give actual witness, to give real testimony to people. Oh, here we go. We are now officially in Blue Ridge. Look at that, Escape the Blue Ridge. That's a cabin rental spot right there. Here I am at Bill Holt Chevrolet. My point basically is that, in my professional opinion, it's easier to teach people when they're truly ignorant of something. It's a lot harder to witness to people who are convinced that they already are saved, that they already know who Jesus is, and, you know, they go to church. Well, I go to church. You know, I even grew up in that generation still of everyone went to church. But there's a difference between going to a building and actually believing. So personally, I think that now that there's been a big pushback on that, that's the best time to be able to witness to people. They don't have all these preconceived notions and biases, and if they do, they're pretty easy to argue against. You know, I can make a more compelling argument, and I can have more of an open door of discussion instead of, oh well, I go to church, I know what that's all about. Anyways, that's my 2 cents on the matter, and I am here delivering 2 tires, just 2 Bridgestones. All right, well, y'all have a good one, and I'll check back in with you sometime soonish.